you have problem upgrading your gems to the highest level, finding the right units for a build, and also you don't find any good legendaries with any good affixes, and you also need to have better dungeon keys, I want to show you the Horadric Cube that got introduced into the Diablo Fallout of Hatred, and you can do a lot of it. And one secret tip right off the get-go, and I don't know how many people right now know that you can upgrade your gems and your Nightmare Dungeon sigils. With the Amalgation, can put in 5 items that you want and then upgrade it. But it does work for things like your gear, your talismans, but it is really good to upgrade, for example, your Nightmare Dungeon if you need to farm, for example, Azeroth, because you need some unique from him, but you cannot find any Horadric Songrooms or sigils. So it is really easy, just put in your trash Nightmare Dungeon sigils and then just transmute them, and then you will get Escalation Nightmare Dungeon sigil. Thanks to the Horadric Cube, you can upgrade your Nightmare Dungeons, your runes into a higher rune here, and also your tributes up to a Mythic Tribute. You only need 5. So how can you get your highest gems with the Amalgation systems? So there is another tier above of the brand gem, and you can do this if you will put this into the Amalgation system. You need 5 of these Grand Rubies to update it. Well, finding 5 Grand Rubies is kind of a lot of fun. So you will farm the Tier's Reach, and then you will get like 2 gems most of the time. You still need 4 Royal Rubies to craft the Grand Ruby. So I want to farm this sum. So for the Amalgation and your gems, you want to hit the highest gems pretty quick, but this can be a really hard grind. And you can see I got a Grand Ruby now, but there is a here above Grand Rubies, I think it's called like Horadric gem, and you need 5 of these Grand Rubies to upgrade them with the Amalgation. So that is pretty important. But how can you do this? Because you cannot amalgate like the normal royal one. So I will show this in a minute. They are grayed out, but you can just salvage them, the ones you don't need, at the vendor, and then craft your gems you want to have. So for example, I am playing Warlock. I don't need any topazes. You can just destroy them, and then you can craft the ruby with the ruby fragments when you're gonna transmute them from the other fragments. How can you farm the gem mats? And in general, you can also farm some Horadric mats in the CS Reach. I found like one enhanced primordial dust, some pure primordial dust. I also found some normal primordial dust. You want to farm the CS Reach, and every time you completed the CS Reach, you're gonna hit the good old reset dungeon button, and then you're gonna go back in to CS Reach, and this should be pretty fast. So you will then just jump to the boss. It should take you around 20 to 30 seconds. It is based on how fast you are. Then you're at the end boss. So sometimes the map is kind of a bit difficult, but should not take that long. I should also be close to like the end of the dungeon. Yeah, sometimes like some of the movement spells from Warlock are still kinda pretty clunky. So now we are at the end of the boss, and then just quickly kill him. You're gonna get all of these mats, and then we can do this, craft them for the Amalgation. So I got 1 Royal Emerald, 1 Royal Topaz, Grand Skull, also some Primordial Dust. You can farm your dust even here. As I said, you can complete this dungeon with like 1 minute, and you kind of need to farm maybe for 1 hour or 2 hours, and then you can just throw in all of your gems that you salvage and transmute them to the gems you want, and then you can upgrade all the way to the Horadric. So this is the way how you're gonna get your highest gems. You can also kind of sell them for like 700 million or something. But yeah, you need to sell them to other players. So I won't go into details into that. And you can even use the Amalgation system to upgrade your tributes to like the highest rarities. So as you can see, I got like the legendary equipment, so I will put 5 of them into it, and then I'm gonna transmute them, and now I got a legendary one. And the cool one is, after you upgrade the legendary to the unique one, you got a unique one, and then you can even upgrade this to a mythic one. So you can go just the chain up to the mythic one, and then you even have a chance on some mythic ones. You can do this with kind of everything you want. Also, this is also pretty good with your runes, because you can also upgrade your runes into another tier. So as you can see, I got like 10 tier runes, and if I'm gonna put this into the upgrade thing, I got a Neo rune out of it. So you can then proceed, get your 5 rare runes and upgrade this to legendary runes. So this is a pretty big tool you can use, get your big upgrades going, and to just get faster to the end where you want. So another thing which is pretty important, also really good at the beginning, I also made like a short video of it, a long form video of like the leveling strategy, where you can also check out this from the create unique, upgrade to unique. You need an enhanced prime model dust. You're gonna find this along the way. As I said, I found some of them in the Seas region now. They will drop at a higher torment, but you will also get one guaranteed in the campaign. So then what you want to do is like picking your build defined item that you want. For me, it was the Ana theme of the primes for my parents' class build, and I just crafted it on the smith for the two-handed sword. And then you can just go into the Horadric Cube, then you remove the affix. It will then become a common weapon. I don't use this now because I need my dust. And then you can do the upgrade to unique, and you even a chance to get this as ancestral. I will also show you a clip where you will upgrade this item to ancestral thanks to this method. So yeah. It can be a bit harder if you're gonna try to get this for rings or something, because there are many rings, or for helmets. These are really the best ones if you're gonna farm a specific unit. There's all the 5-to-1 slot, which is kinda most of the time with your weapons. Also, another big thing which I would recommend to do so is the recycling units. You can put in 3 of your same units and then transmute them to a new version. I don't even know if you can upgrade this like to an ancestral version. I still need to test it out. But at least you can kind of reroll the effects you want if you got like 3 of the same units that have scrap of your stats. You can do this even with ancestral, then just pick up and hold on to your crap ancestral units of the same time and just recycle them over and over again. Also a pretty big thing to get your charms that you want for your set charms that you want. Just get your 3 charms. It can be from any set, can be from like one from the Horizons, the one from the Nameless, and then you can just transmute this and you will get a new set, and this can be of any kind. So this is also pretty big, so you can just kind of collect all of your Horadric Talismans sets all together side by side. And you can also do this for runes, but I would only recommend to do this for like legendary runes. So also, if you're gonna try to find new aspects, because you're kind of short on aspects, you can also do this with your rare gear. Just craft your rare gear on the vendor, for example now. Vendor with like a 200x can upgrade this then to a legendary, and then it will get automatically a new aspect. So if you're gonna try to finish your item, you can go for this method. So you will get a new aspect on it, and you will get a chance to complete all of the aspects, because it is kind of to get aspects. So yeah, this was a pretty big method where I got kind of most of my aspects at the beginning that I needed. But always keep in mind you have like a limited amount of your primordial dust. Then also the reroll set charm is pretty cool if you have 3 of the same set type. So you can reroll this to a different charm from the same set. So now the most important one, and this is the add affix and remove affix. So you can kind of basically build your own item with this style. So let's say this is now an ancestral item 900 and it only has like weapon damage. Then you can go for add affix, and you can even put things like your offensive affixes into it, so you will only get offensive affixes, or things like your defensive affixes. And if you only need max life and you really need to hit that, you can go for like the Protector's Tuning Prism, and then you can also like remove affixes if you want to remove a specific of your affix. Keep in mind you cannot do add affix and remove affix with a legendary one. You can only do your focus and your chaotic reroll and also a transfigure item. So this is pretty important. This was also the method how I got my gear at the beginning, and for example things like my amulet, I got like 3 affixes on it, and I rolled like the 4th affix with offensive shooting prism. So I had like a pretty high chance to get this for my amulet and to have a better amulet. Now I also did the same things for the other slots, so you can kind of craft your way up there, and then you have a pretty easy time to gear up to your gear one. You can also transfigure item, which I would recommend only if you kind of be safe that you want like changes out, or if you plan to go for like another upgrade soon and just transfigure affix on it. So you will get a new affix, but this item is then kind of locked, so make sure to fully masterwork it to get your sockets into it. So yeah, these are some pretty big things you can do with the Horadric Cube, but for me the Amalgation is by far the most liked one to get like your gems or something up, because these can be pretty hard to find. So last but not least, you can also unique power reroll your unique power, but it needs an ancestral unique item of it. So you need the tuned model dust and some raw model dust, and then you can reroll the effect on it to try to aim for a max value. This is really big. And also you can craft a unique charm if you put 1 ancestral unique and 3 of any unique charms into it. Then you can craft like the unique charm where you're gonna extract the aspect of it. So do you have some more Horadric Cube recipes that I miss and that you are always using to like have a better quality of life in Diablo 4? Also, please post your opinions on the new Horadric Cube in the comments down below. I think it's a really big and major addition to Diablo 4 and is really good to kind of go for the SSF style. I really like it, and yeah, it feels really good. If you like this video, please leave a like and a sub. I would appreciate a lot, so I can grow our content together and we together as a community. And also visit my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/angren191, and hope you have a good time and you enjoyed the video, and until next video, bye.